All right, guys, welcome back. This is Eric here with Guitarsenal. Just tinkering around a little bit. We got a really cool guitar to show you today. This is a Gibson ES-275. Really cool hollow body guitar. Now, this is a new acquisition for me. It was a gift from my wife for Christmas this year, so I thought we'd do a video on it. And this is a fantastic instrument. Now, we had a little bit of drive going in there from a Zen drive in the intro, just fooling around on a couple of licks, running through a 1968 Fender Super Reverb, and we're running an Echolet E51 tape echo just for a little bit of reverb and a little bit of echo there. This is a fantastic guitar, and it's sort of a new creation for Gibson, and it departs from the 175 and from the 335 in a couple of different ways. So the body is a little bit more of the depth of a 335. If you've ever picked up an ES-175, it's a rather large guitar. Okay, it's big and clunky. So this guitar is a little bit easier to hold on to and to get around, especially if you're smaller. You don't have big old huge ape arms. You can reach around a humongous giant piece of wood you're hanging on to. And another thing that they stuck with is like more of the 1959 style neck shape. And it's got hand-rolled edges, which are kind of a rolled-in, played for years kind of feel on the binding is rolled, okay. And the neck is a nice, comfortable neck and everything. And you also get better access to the frets over at 175, okay. So it does have a full-length fingerboard, 21 frets, which is nice. The fingerboard is made out of a substance called Richlite. And it is a synthetic board. It's not rosewood or ebony. For a guitar in this price range, you would almost expect it to be a hardwood, fingerboard. But I would imagine that maybe as time goes on, the tuning stability should be pretty good, and hopefully, like adjustments and everything will hold up really well. So I don't know if that's something they decided on for economic purposes, or maybe they just deemed it might have been a little bit better choice. But it is Richlite, which is a synthetic material. Of course, you've got your really nice looking pearloid inlays on this guitar. It's a mahogany neck with standard, those are Grover tuners. They are. There's Grover tuners on this particular guitar, and a standard 3 in a line on each side, just like you'd expect any other 335 or whatever. And it's got this kind of cool, jangly, even unplugged. It's got this cool kind of sound to it. So it is a hollow body guitar. It does not have a center block that goes all the way through the guitar. So it's kind of like a 175 in that it's a hollow body. And you've got two of their modern reproduction PAF pickups, which sound fantastic. The switch is located up here, which is cool. All right. And I like that they put this kind of little rubberized grommet on here. That's kind of a neat touch. It's got this kind of stylized tailpiece. Okay. And you've got tone controls and volume controls for each pickup. And of course, you can blend any amount of that in. And it's got complete binding all the way around the body. It's a maple top, maple back and sides. So a really attractive looking piece of flamed maple on the back. Some nice light flaming in there. And I just picked this guitar up, and I was at Atlanta Discount Music, and I do a good bit of business with them. And I think I was in there maybe about 3 or 4 different times, and every time I went in, I gravitated to this guitar, picked it up and played it. And I think after about the 5th time, I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to have this guitar. Excuse me. So let's go through a few of the sounds. Now, I'm running pretty loud. You're going to hear some feedback throughout the day. Now this guitar will feed back. It is a hollow body, but sometimes being like right in there in that zone is kind of fun because you can get some really cool sounds. Now we're running the Super Reverb on 4. I mean, we're definitely not unloud. We're playing at club volume, okay? So we're pretty loud. All right, I'm gonna go through the neck pickup and let's just listen to some clean tones and see how this guitar sounds, okay? And I'm gonna manipulate a good bit of our tone and volume controls on each pickup to give you an idea of how the guitar sounds, okay? All right, let's break off on some of that. Sorry, I'm just getting started here today. Break off on a little bit of that tone and see if we can kind of jazz her up a little bit. Now remember, the Super Reverb is a pretty bright amp, so we're going to break off a good bit of this tone on the neck pickup. I kind of wanted to have a lot of treble on tap because I want to go through a wide variety of different sounds. Now, unlike a 175, which is, is a pretty big bodied guitar, okay, those things will readily feed back like crazy. Now this thing will feed back, but you can add some dirt, you can add some compression or, overdrive on top of the guitar, and you can get into some of that ES-275 territory. But in my opinion, I feel like this guitar is maybe a little bit more musical than an average 335. It's got a bit of character, like, that resonance and just the way the pickups in this guitar sound. It's a fantastic setup for like, kind of blues, jazz, Latin-y kind of stuff, or if you just need, that kind of thing, Even on clean, you get a bit of that feedback in there. So we can get some pretty, involved, adult sounding kind of stuff. Let's break out a good bit of that tone. neck pickup, you can get kind of into that jazzy territory. Let's get in the middle position and manipulate. Here's everything full out on the middle position. And then we're going to get into some stomp boxes too. I've got my favorite stomp boxes on the floor. This is all straight amp, okay? You can get into that kind of bright and jangly sound, but of course, as we manipulate these tone controls, let's get some of that bridge pickup, tone rolled back. Let's break out a bit of the neck pickup and get more on the bridge. We can definitely get into some sort of bluesy sounds here with this guitar. All right, and get into that territory. All right, let's go to the reverse end. Let's take some of the bridge pickup out, get our tone up all the way on the bridge pickup, break out a little bit of the tone on the neck, and see what kind of tonal variety this gives us in the middle position on the 275 here. All right, and remember, we're not even into any kind of boosts or pedals. It's just straight amp. Really glorious sounding setup. I really love this guitar a lot, and it plays great. It sounds great, and it just is a very inspiring guitar to play. Okay. Very, very bluesy guitar. All right, that's a nice sound. Let's add a Noble's ODR on top of that before we go to the bridge pick. Well, I'll tell you what, go through the clean sounds first. Bridge pickup. Okay, all out on the bridge pickup. Super reverb, nothing else. Let's give this a listen. little brash, but again, we are running through a very bright amp. Let's get a little bit more of that tone off. We're on 4, okay? Okay, let's leave that bridge rolled out on the tone pickup, and let's add a Noble's ODR to the bridge and give that a listen, okay? All right, sounds nice. Let's listen to the Zen Drive. All right, let's get on a middle position and hear some drive pedals. All right. Zen Drive. Nobles. Very, very gritty, okay? Tell you what, I've got everything all out, the neck pickup dialed back. Let's leave that neck pickup dialed back, leave the tone out all the way, And let's really decrease the tone on that bridge pickup in the middle position. Let's give that a quick listen with this Zen drive, okay? Pretty convincing. All right, Nobles. Pretty good. All right, let's get back to the neck, and we're going to hear some drive sounds. All right, is the neck volume and tone pot out all the way, and let's get into the Nobles. Let's give it a listen. Zen drive. Very nice sounding setup. All right, on the neck pickup, let's hear a germanium boost pedal. This is a Wren and Cuff. Let's give it a listen. This is just a clean boost, a germanium boost, okay, with the neck pickup. This adds kind of some like germanium fatness in there. Let's give that a quick listen, and I'm gonna let you guys get back to your day. I know this has been a long video, but the thing is, guys, this is not a cheap guitar. So I'm assuming that a lot of people that are watching this video are probably willing to sit through a video just to kind of hear some of the tones you can chase. And I want this video to kind of serve as just a service to people that might be shopping for this guitar. Maybe you find this video helpful, okay? That's the biggest thing, because this is not a cheap guitar, right? I want to make sure you guys understand the tones that you can chase and the limitations of the guitar. I like it. I'm very happy with this guitar. And time will tell, but man, you can just chase some wonderful tones with this thing. All right, here is a germanium boost with the neck pickup, and I'll tell you, in the outro, I'll go through the bridge pickup as well. Thank you for watching. Definitely want to take a moment to thank all of you for checking us out, and we hope you enjoy the channel. Make sure that you follow us on all of our social media accounts. We're on Instagram, Guitarsenal Official. Check us out. And make sure you follow all of our kind of behind the scenes content and things like that. We post every Monday and Friday here on Guitarsenal. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. I'm gonna make a little bit more racket, let you guys get back to your day. All right, germanium boost to the neck pickup, all out. Let's give this a listen.
Bye.